Gonna lose the weight, gonna lose the weight, gonna lose the weight. Let's go for a walk, walk with me.
Hi guys, this is episode 5 of Man vs Carbs. This is Saturday the 8th of August and I am in the Camperdown Park. I did promise I would be. It's a very nice day, very late in the day obviously to avoid people being here, and after 4 o'clock because my son in the background, as you can see, was like, oh no, I don't really want to go until later, no, later, because he's a Fortnite fan, Fortnite boy, Fortnite kid. Anyway, car. So needless to say, I'm just going to go up this bend here, walk up here, avoid this car. Actually, walk round. We'll walk round. Try not to blind myself with the light, but it's a bit difficult to see myself because it's such a nice day. Don't know if you really see that. I can speak. Maybe it's just because I kind of prefer the holding camera the other way. I know other people complain, so it's like, ugh. Stop trying to make it shaky. I haven't got like I said before in a previous video, I do not have a selfie stick, so you never really think about you until you need one. So yeah. Anyway, we're currently walking through Camperdown. We're off the trail there about there because that was a bit of a road, so people could still drive on that. This is a current bit of a car park. I mean, there's also, you know, big ass trees. So yeah, as Keto's getting on, I mean, I'm liking the salts. Had today, I've only really had one meal today, which was eggs and sausages. That was quite nice. I'm still enjoying it. You know, you can't really say that you're not enjoying it because, well, I am. It's very nice. I had eggs with butter. It was delicious. Delicious stuff. No, but see, generally speaking, I'm very surprised about the third video. The third video was very much a surprise where obviously I ran a longer video than before and I would have thought I'd have less engagement, but apparently more. Some people from Romania and Italy really quite enjoyed it, but it's rather strange. It's one of those ones where, like, I think it was probably complaining as well as walking, you know what I mean? Generally speaking, and, you know, everyone loves a little bit of nature walk. Socially distanced, of course. Mostly because that's what you got to do nowadays. And we're currently, I think we're walking further up on the trail in Camperdown. I'm not sure which bit this is, so just pan the camera around for you. There you go, we're going along this bit. It's obviously a bit more wooded trail, but I think we'll probably go back into the sunshine over there because it's we came out for the sun a bit later in the day than I prefer. I spent quite a bit of time today doing some stuff like watching a YouTube video about like side businesses and stuff, because I'm sure I mentioned before I'm currently looking for work, of course, like quite a lot of people a certain age are looking for work, mostly because work's not exactly as readily available, and quite a lot of the work will have to require some retraining, which I'm not averse to doing. Just a kind of a job now scenario would be nice, but I mean, I was pretty much offered a job on like Tuesday, but there was some degree of strum so I couldn't get to it during the time, so that was a bit unfortunate. But you know, doesn't mean that it wasn't for me. You know, I mean, it could pop up again. I believe the bureau offered me some jobs when they've got available here because it was in Kirkcaldy. It's a bit like Kirkcaldy. I mean, I travel for work, but it's a bit like commute. Especially say if you know that a not lockdown and we trapped over the bridge at a house. It's like crap, to be honest. Don't they frontline workers or whatnot? If it was working for the council, we would get access to accommodation, but that's not what you want, is it? So yeah. Anyway. Yes. This is the Camperdown Dairy Cottage. That's my son just being snarky as always. So I'm just going to ignore him. Right, anyway. So here's the Dairy Cottage. Let's have a go on those. Child's scared of insects for some reason. I don't see any nettles. Do you see any nettles? I don't see any. It's all shut. Yeah, you can go up there. Yeah. Right, so just for reference of people on the camera. This is the building I was walking towards, being told off about. So, you know, kind of cool building, but, you know, pretty much not on anymore. I don't know whether that leads anywhere. Does it lead round here? What's it lead round to? God knows. It's the drains. A side cottage bit. Our works bits to do with the zoo. We're not going to go that far up, so that's enough of that. The old building. Ooh, that's what I have given myself a jagging out. On shorts no less. That shall itch. Itch violently. Damn jagging nettle. Right. Unless it's a wasp. I've just been stung. Joyous. Oh, excuse me. Scratchy old leg. Yeah, jagging nettles are always itchy. Itchy stuff. Right. I'm sure it's obviously people call them stinging nettles, but you know, here in Scotland tend to call them jaggy nettles. That's my own hubris that did that. Didn't think it would be as bad as that, but still. It was good the whole way until I got to that one bit, so piss off, whatever you are. Oh, that's itching. Itching like a beaver. I don't know if like a beaver is a good expression, but it's still itching. Piss off, whatever you are. Go away. It's nipping. Oh, it's nipping. Oh, I need to ignore about that. Stepped in jaggy nettles. I stepped in jaggy nettles. I stepped in jaggy nettles. Stepped in them. Clearly not, no. Told off, I suppose. Oh man, that itches like. Go away, fries. I just have this irresistible aroma of fly love. I don't know. Leave me alone. Oh man, that's itching like a. Oh, it's itching. Oh, don't scratch it down, you make it worse. Oof. Is it through my sock? You don't even see it. Oh, it just looks painful. Right. So it's a lovely bit of field we're in. No. Smell that grass. So fresh, so nice. I mean, you know, if you live in Dundee or whatnot, you would know this park is amazing. It's huge. But like, it's happened before. I've been quite bad at visiting it. It's a bit further from my house, and I don't know. I've been more of a house bird person. I think as I've been too much being a house indoor person for a bit too long during this period of time that everyone likes to call 2020, but I call it random period of time of bad things. Still, yeah, got to keep active and fit. So, yeah, the keto lifestyle is doing quite well for me. I try not to measure my weight every day, but you get lured into traps of checking. So, weigh-in day will be on Monday. Probably the next video after this one will come out. But I'm going to be getting away on another walk. Unless I keep getting attacked by bumblebee bees. Oh, fucking honeybees. Oh, so annoying. Do I look like a big flower? I don't know, maybe. I look like a giant flower, who knows? Where are we walking to?
We're just walking.
Yeah, I know we're just walking.
What were you doing? Long grass is tough to walk in, isn't it?
It's tough to walk in long grass, yes. That is my partner in the background. And it's,
Struggling through the uncut bit.
they're struggling for the uncut grass. Definitely tell the groundskeeper's not been paid enough or told not to bother his arse. Who knows? Oh, piss off! Piss off! You can tell people in this, I'm not one for flying insects near my face. So they seem to be coming towards Dad. So I say, the wee lad, but they seem to have a thing for me.
Looks like it's much shorter than that side of that guy's one.
It does, yeah. Well, it's probably been at it like 10 minutes.
Maybe we can pick up the piece of it.
Oh, how we're getting through the grass quicker. It's not a race, though.
No, but so much grass.
Just walk through it. It's kind of the intention to walk. She's here, sassy. Well, you realise that the internet know of hearing every word of your sass. That's why I have to speak up. Sass thing.
Such thing as editing.
Like I'm going to edit the sass out. Come on. Everyone that's a dad out there knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, Camperdown. So there's a wee panoramic for you. Look at that lovely sun. I mean, you never normally get that in Scotland, you know. Obviously, can't see where you could just see in the distance that village, or that little building. But we're just sort of like walking through the glass clearing. Anyway, so you know, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I had a cheapy Fitbit before, and it wasn't really working. It was giving some mad measurements. So pumped the cash rather, to getting a Fitbit Charge 3. Mostly because I had did it's like a sort of an online survey thing, see what would be the best one for me. And I got it alright. It was, you know, rather avoid doing online big businesses and stuff and give some money to local guys, but nah, it turned out it was Amazon was the most reliable source. Yeah, so that cost me about £70. It's a bit of a finicky thing to set up initially. Mostly because the charging station was worse than the other one. But you know, it's an official one, so yeah, can't really complain. It's doing exactly what it says. I haven't tried it swimming, but I'll be a wee while till I do that. Yeah, it showed that my sleep was actually what I kind of half expected, like 6.5 hours. That's about average for myself, because I know you meant to be about 8, but you know, I was surprised because I had a little bit more in-depth responses, like how much was in REM, how much was in deep, how much was in shallow sleep, you know, when I got up and stuff. It was worthwhile buying. I also bought a sleep mask as well, so the sunlight wouldn't wake me up. Kind of worked, kind of moved. I mean, it's better than not having one. I mean, it's an adjustment thing, but realistically speaking, it was quite good. It was worth the bother. Also, like I said, bought some other sort of face mask gear. Needed new ones. Some of them were balaclava, like sort of like bandana ones. They were quite cool. Obviously, you need that for a job of some sort. You need to do that. You need to do it. So you know, got to go shopping. You got to go shopping. You got to get food. Though, you know, my partner probably more consider getting more deliveries to the house rather than going straight up shops. Just for like the amount of times we're popping in and out is a bit unnecessary. But then, you know, some of it is because of like I have like quite sensitive hands. So obviously with some of the hand soaps on the market, seem to sort of melt my hands a bit. But K-Rex seems to do okay. Problem with that is that the only shop that seems to be available that sells K-Rex is Home Bargains. Not Asda, not Tesco, not anything else. It just seems to be that's there. Might be some degree of people hoarding again, of course, but you know, you don't know. So anyway, yeah. See, so we actually just walked across the golf course because here's the golf bunker.
Well, old golf course.
Well, old golf course, as I'm correct. Kunsel Cots. I'm sure the any Dundonian who actually watches this one.
Ball scrubber.
Ball scorer?
Ball scrubber. What's he like?
I don't know, the internet will know.
Professional vlogger.
Well, professional witterer and walker.
Professional cruising.
Oh, crazy man, yeah, see, you hear that? Professional crazy man, harsh. Still, I mean, it's a little bit more exciting than anybody watched the last one, where it was going to Dawson, it was a bit dull. That's huge. Let's get back. Ooh, butterflies. And maybe some birds that aren't seagulls. You never know, it's hard to see with the sunlight. Oh, just a bit like other side of the shed. Random shed in the woods. I think it's a golf tee bit. There's not a hobo living in there. Please, it's not. Sacrifice. I mean, you send the children in first. What's that for? Are you meant to send me in?
It's probably just like a hide or a blind for animal spotting. Or maybe it's to come and get some shade.
Yeah, that's probably that'd be a good idea for some birds. Oh, there's another yellow thing there.
It's just another pole marker. I think we'll go along this way, try and get off the
Are
golf
these
course.
what
What?
Acorns? Pinecone, acorns. Detritus, the squirrels.
I'm not sure. Let's try this short.
Try a short a bit here.
Never finding an actual acorn, so you only find four.
Well, they'll mostly be picked if they're falling from the ground. Well, they're designed themselves to be eaten a bit like squirrels. No, I don't think we have. Woodland. Look at the woodland. Woodland. Uneven ground. There is crows about. Yeah, well, other than a bit of wildlife, it's quite peaceful, nice and quiet.
Film the crows.
Oh yeah, I could try, but before I get anywhere near there, there's too much wildlife about. Or there's not. So it's the grass. This bit's actually been maintained a bit, as you can sort of see. I mean, there's more exciting birds than crows kicking about. I think I saw a kite earlier. Whoopsie. Get a tired hand.
I'm getting kind of obsessed about that.
I mean, shout out to anyone that's watching this that's follows me on Twitter. That's also cool. Oh, this is cool flowers. Right, so anyone that's shout out to anyone that follows me on Twitter. Which is, I mean, what's a tennis ball, son?
Yes, I know.
I don't know if it's that exciting.
Not exciting when you're grabbing.
I don't think so. That's pretty sassy. Hear that? That's what I got to put up with. Horrendous. So, yeah. Shout out to anyone on following me on Twitter. Shout out to anyone from Romania or Italy who liked my third video, because thanks for that. So quite a lot of views from that. Surprised that, you know, walks in Dundee could be considered somewhat interesting in Romania. Not really sure about that personally. There's some cool trees. So picturesque. I mean, if it was the right angle, you'd probably see up to the Highland, or the massive hill in Fife. But you know, don't have the best setups. You know, obviously I noticed that I'm doing this with a mobile phone. Which, to be honest, is a better camera than the series of other cameras we've got. Yeah, who knew? Yeah, so much feeling. I mean, some trees are falling down. And this would be pretty cool if it was actually a golf course at one point, but obviously cutbacks and stuff, they've made it smaller. But still, it's pretty cool. Definitely tell the bits that are more maintained than others. I mean, it's like anything else, you need to have money to run it, so yeah. And right now, I don't think you really get much money for it. Other than occasionally the bigger golf courses are still trying it their best, and I mean, there's plenty of work out there if you really fancy like being a barman or whatnot, but nah, not really my style. I'm probably more IT based, amongst other things. When we're coming up to another bunker. Yeah, that's how it knows over here. What have we got going on? Pretty badass. Right, so we're 20 minutes. Well, I think the last one we kept was a bit too long, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue walking on this path. Maybe we'll pop on again for another vid, but you know, you've walked quite a bit with me. Don't think you need to be bored of me anymore. Obviously, feel free to comment and subscribe. If there's anything you actually want to ask about Dundee, the area, or the diet in question, feel free to comment. Obviously, I'll be carrying on with the physio stuff, but I need to at some point get that filmed by having a willing help to do that, but that's obviously at some point. So obviously next video we'll probably have to have this one will be the weigh-in, which will be on Monday, and you'll see how well I'm doing. Maybe even have some measurements as well, because I'm not going to plan on doing them as often, but still it's worthwhile getting them done. And obviously comparisons, because I have got a comparison of like a photo of like over a week and a half ago, so you know, there's some comparisons, so I'll get around to that. So that's me signing off. Hope everyone's having a nice Saturday, and hopefully I see you if you like and subscribe. See you later, guys.
Thanks for watching, see you again. Thanks for watching, see you again.
I was told off, they told me off. Right, I was wind at to obviously continue filming a little bit longer, so we're just gonna...
Looks like an alligator dog.
What, a piece of twig? I'll go look in a second.
The eyeball? No. Stand where I'm standing.
You should turn it around to show everyone where you are. It's very...
Looks like an alligator dog.
Okay, anyone want to agree with that? It looks like an alligator gar rather than just a twig that's fallen down. Obviously, I was wind out to continue filming, so well a little bit longer, maybe another couple of minutes. Slot this on at the end after like post-credit scene. Don't think it's that exciting. We're out in the woodland a bit though. It's like cool woodlands beside us. Insects attacking me as always. And more of this. Oh, trapped in the woods. Nah. No. Ooh, shit. That is how we break our ankle. That was a hole in the ground. It's not exactly pleasant. Lost what I'm doing. But difficult to film and watch what you're doing. Anyway. I think so. As of this, see, it's a little bit more rough. A rough zone. It's like obviously rough bits. Obviously we're in the tree canopy. Yeah. So yeah, like I have to say, the Camperdown Park is really big. It's huge. Great place to social distance walk and everything else. Yeah. Very much a suggestion if you live in the Dundee area and fancy going for a walk. Especially right now. Obviously, when things are a little bit more different, a little bit, you know, back to the old normal, as the one would say, it is quite busy. It's obviously not as busy right now because we went post 4 o'clock because my son was kind of on the money that you could go later, but yeah, if honest, it's easiest to go earliest in the morning. Like the best time is in the morning. I try to tell them child that because he was obviously playing video games. He's very much enjoying himself playing video games. Sure, any of the people watching who have young children or whatnot, or young teenagers, video games. I love playing video games myself, but yeah, I always find that realistically speaking, I don't really have sometimes time for them. When I'm trying to do loads of things, like trying to do this and trying to apply for jobs and trying to clean and everything else, you end up running out of time. Though I do find some time playing video games. During this experience, I've completed a few. I also have a Twitch channel, if you really fancy watching it. But, you know, I might include that in the subscription. But, nah, depends. I mean, if I have to remember to obviously play the games, I'm too busy doing other stuff and then get embroiled in other TV that I've never watched. And some of the TV that I would watch normally, I've just kind of like rubbered a bit. That's another phrase if you're not Scottish, particularly from Dundee. Rubbered means ignore. So yeah, you're rubbering someone, you're ignoring them. So yeah. Bear in mind, I won't ignore you. And this is now the proper sign off of Man vs Carbs. The next video will be on Monday, hopefully. And that'll be a proper measurements and stuff. And hopefully there's been some more changes. Might have even had a haircut because this hair is getting a bit mad. Maybe should cut my beard. It's a bit. Ugh. Anyway, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. One more wee pan back. Glorious.